This is exciting, guys. Hello, welcome to this nightly show. My name is Seb.
My name is Michelle.
And we are presenting and collaborating with GoveeLife, the brand GoveeLife that you all know and love. And we definitely love them because we've been using GoveeLife even before the collaboration. We've had a lot of their products around the house, and man, oh man, are they great. And we can't wait to show them to you. And especially because today is not just any other day, it is a Prime Day. We should call it Prime Week. It's
Prime Week.
It's almost 4 as long
days.
As it.
4 days.
Incredible.
There have been amazing deals. Hopefully you're snagging those, and we cannot wait to show you the fantastic deals we have for you tonight. All the products we have, we are showing them to you. We're going to do some live demos. We also have a bit of B-roll to show you just of the products that you can see them in live action that we can't just kind of show you up here. But yeah, the chat is open. We are here. If you have any quote, we are live.
We are live.
So
and if you are watching us on another platform, for example, make sure to click on the link on the description. It will send you directly to this beautiful Amazon store live stream, and basically you'll be able to interact with us, with the GoveeLife brand, and follow them. So make sure to unmute and follow, and let's have some fun tonight.
Yes, definitely. And yeah, let's just get right into it, because you know what? The first product is literally one of my favorites.
It is.
So actually, I do want to just say quickly, we were very fortunate enough to stream yesterday afternoon for GoveeLife. So if any of you saw us yesterday and you're back to hang out and chit chat with us, thank you so much for coming back. So if you were with us yesterday, you probably heard me go on and on and on and on about my love for ice and ice machines. So this ice machine.
For someone that hates the cold, you love ice.
I love ice. I am obsessed with ice, and having this ice machine in the house is such a game changer. Excuse me. So we do have it here behind us, which we are going to show you. We are also going to show you a little B-roll of when we made the video, so you can actually see the, yeah, for sure. We have a couple different camera angles and things going on here. Seb's just going to wheel this over here, but this is the Beauty Ice Machine. You can also see it here in the carousel. You, of course, can click that, and it can bring you to the product page. But, so I don't know if you noticed, Seb, you just changed it without drawing everyone's attention to it. So before Seb actually moved the ice around, this little light right here was red. Seb, tell the people why it was red.
Guys, this is exciting. It was red because it was telling me that the machine was full. Full as in I had to kind of like move around the ice to kind of dislodge that ice. But the really cool thing is, from a distance, you can literally look at your machine and knowing that the color that you set it at, because I decided that red would be I'm full, blue is I'm making ice, and guys, yellow is I'm out of water. Thank you. Thank you. This is so cool. But you can decide whatever color fits your mood, fits your your actions. It's really, really nice.
So we do have, so Seb's probably just going to play some video right there for you. And while we do that, Seb is going to actually scoop some ice out here for me in the cup. So right here on the side, as you can see in the video right there, look at that scooper. The scooper is just attached to the machine because there is a magnet on it. I will bring that scooper over here so you can actually see as well that we have the right here on the front.
You can magnetize it if you want.
Yep, so right here on the side, this is a magnet, and then just it will just stick right there on the side of your machine, which I think is so fantastic, because that way you do not have to put your scooper inside, because obviously, you know, not super hygienic, a bunch of people touching the scooper. And also when you do have the scooper inside, it takes up a bunch of room so that your then ice machine can't keep producing more ice.
And it's also like, it's annoying because the scooper, in other ice machines, the scooper would get like filled up with ice. So you'd have to like
go down and dig for the scooper. Nobody
no,
wants this. So now the scooper, instead of just having it sit on the top, you have that little magnet, and it just hangs out there on the side. And then another thing that you're going to hear us talk about over and over and over tonight is the app. Their app is so fantastic. It is so easy to use, so easy to pair all of your devices. That is actually how Seb, so as you can see right here, you've got the like super cold prongs in the video there, and that is what is going to be sitting in the water. And it takes, what is it, 6 minutes?
6 minutes for 9 ice cubes to be done, and then it just nonstop.
Continuously. So every 6 minutes, of course, unless your basket gets full, which then it will tell you, you can change the light if you want to. And usually what we do is I have a big Ziploc bag in the freezer. And so if we're running this, if we're having a party, I will open it up and I will just put all that ice into the Ziploc, put it in the freezer and let it continue to make ice. Or again, because it's making it every 6 minutes, you go over, you fill your cup up with ice and then it just keeps on going and going, which is awesome. And yeah, so then the app, super friendly, super easy to use because you will get those like alerts, if you do need the water or if it is full. But of course, you'll also get that right on the machine itself. Yeah.
And I mean, for me, the really cool thing is you are able also to, on the app, I say on the app, yes, on the app, you can do that on the buttons on the top of the machine itself. But on the app, you can actually tell it small ice cubes, medium, and large. They have different sizes. So that's a cool thing. Like if you want to go like, I need ice real quick, go into those small ice cubes, or maybe it's a different cocktail, maybe it's a different assortment of what you want to do. These ones are the large, and of course, I'm going to go a little closer so you guys can actually see
I love
the little holes, and this is what they look like. Obviously, right there, you can see the little ice cube, and of course, it's melting in my hand. So I'm going to be very, very quick to bring it back in here so I don't make water mess, and then. Of course, it will also tell me how many cubes I'm making. Look, right now, today we made
90 cubes.
90 cubes today.
I actually did not know it did that.
Pretty cool, huh? It's
so
really cool.
From the time you've turned it on today.
Correct. That's awesome.
That is so cool.
That's is it super useful? No. Is it a fun add-on gadget because I love data? Yes.
It's like, hey, I made 300 cubes today. How many did you make?
And it's also look, it tells you the ice mass because it also is able to do 26 pounds of ice every 24 hours, provided, of course, you empty it and you add water to it, of course.
Yeah, you need to make sure the water's there. And then speaking of that, in the app, you can also schedule your ice.
I love that.
So that is super cool. So again, making sure that you have water in there, but you can go ahead and schedule that, and then it will just turn on and it will start making that ice.
Start making the ice like 2 hours before or an hour before you come home from work to just get your drinks cold and ready.
Or if you're having a party or whatever it may be, and you're just like, oh, I got to get that. It's a good way also because if you forget to start it, you know what I mean, on the day of maybe you're running around organizing, getting everything ready for the party, you forget to organize it, whereas a few days before, if you schedule it, that it'll just automatically turn on and you're good to go.
And the cool thing, and we're going to talk about this a lot because GoveeLife has these offers or these different devices, and by different devices, we're talking about different devices that are able to connect not only to the app, but to each other and talk and this and that. So what we're going to discuss is gateways, because a lot of these devices have gateways, and gateways is just literally a little plug, a little outlet add-on that you literally will plug into the wall to power and connect to your Wi-Fi, and this is what your device will connect to, that gateway. And oftentimes these gateways will be able to get multiple devices with them as well, or on them as well. But for example, this ice machine and some of the fans do not require a gateway. They're self-sufficient just like that. So this app, when I literally had the GoveeLife app and said plus, and I said literally plus, and they told me, oh, well, what are you trying to do? I turned on the ice maker, recognized it with Bluetooth instantly, set it up on our network instant. It literally took me less than a minute to set it up, and I was off to the races. And that's true with every device that we will be talking about tonight.
We
cool.
love their app.
Yeah.
It is fantastic.
So simple.
And before we move on to the next product, the, of course, most important part is the fact that this ice machine is normally $179.99, and with the Prime Day deal, it is 32% off, making this $121.83. I mean, just under $122. It just made 9 more cubes. Look how quick that was.
99 cubes.
99 cubes. That is so fun. I don't know how I didn't realize that there was a counter there. That is awesome. Yeah. So again, as Seb said, Not something that I need, but that is so
Like,
fun.
you know, your friends come on, guys, no worries, I made 172 cubes.
Yeah,
Like,
we're good. We've got enough ice. We've got enough ice. That's awesome. So yeah, if you are in the market for an ice machine, highly recommend this one. It is fast. It is efficient. It is also not super loud, which is fantastic.
yes, and the other thing that's great with the app, and that's true with all of these devices, some of the devices you want to have running, and you'll see why, 24/7, obviously. But a machine like this, maybe I leave, and I'm like, man, did I turn off the ice maker? I literally confirm, and it will turn off. Now it's emptying the basket, because you don't want standing water in the basket. Emptying it, turning off slowly the compressor, and it will shut off automatically until I turn it back on. That's peace of mind as well for these devices. I think that's great.
Very cool. Definitely. All right, our next product that we have the GoveeLife dehumidifier. So this one here is a beast if you are looking for a dehumidifier. This one can work in a 4,500 square foot space. And the thing that I absolutely love about this is you do have two options. So with this dehumidifier, you actually have a 2-gallon bucket. So, you know, if you're keeping this in a room and you don't have access to putting a hose or like a drainage hose, which it comes with, which we'll talk about in a second, you can just have it, you turn it on, same thing, you can use your app, you can schedule it, set it, and then when the bucket is full, it will actually turn itself off, and then you just need to pull that out. You can drain the water, and then once you put that back in, then it will turn back on. But if you do have access, like when Seb and I were talking about this before, it'd be perfect, like a lot of times in people's basements where you would have a dehumidifier, you have like those big sinks and the big tubs, and so it does come with the hose that you just attach at the back, and then you would just put that hose into like that sink, or if you have, you know, somewhere, if you have like an open window that you are able to put this outside of course that's not always the case, so just depending on where. A lot of rooms do have like the drain just in the bottom.
Yep, exactly.
So depending on what your situation is, you either have the option of that 2-gallon or you have the hose, which is great.
And something that you don't see often is, like, obviously there is a 3 or 4 foot hose that is attached to it, like Michelle was explaining. But if that's not long enough, they also have an it actually is adaptable to a garden hose as well. So if you
I don't
want
think
to
I
be,
knew that. Okay.
yeah, so of course the garden hose is not included with this, but of course everyone has a garden hose. And if you just want to get a little bit more distance,
Okay.
And even
That's
maybe
great.
outside,
Yeah.
outdoors, just like run the garden hose out and it will automatically drain from there, which is a nice thing. If you are not using the hose, there is a level meter, kind of like a little window to tell you when it's going to get full. But don't worry, you don't really need to keep an eye on it because it's got an auto shut off. So obviously, as soon as it gets completely filled up, you are going to see the machine just turn off until you empty it, and then it will turn on again. And yeah, it's an amazing humidity control device because it also has a smart sensor control. And smart sensor control, of course, aided by the app. So you can literally say, you know what, if this room goes above a certain amount of humidity percentage level, I want this thing to start dehumidifying my room. And that's completely up to you. You've got the control in your hands, literally at your fingertips, which I think is great.
And we're pretty fortunate that we don't normally need a dehumidifier here. Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of an issue with our roof. So in Seb's daughter's room, we do get kind of like the walls get really wet, like after she's run her air conditioning for the evening. So we do have one, we have it in the room, and then we just kind of run that during the day, and we'll run it for a few days. And the thing that I love about this is that because you can control that, because oftentimes with the old one that we would have, you know, we'd run it for a day or two and we'd notice, oh, it's a lot better. And then we would just like forget about it and then not run it again. Whereas if you actually have the control set, you'll be able to turn that on and off for you. And
not only that, but you just mentioned forget about it. This one, you can actually get notified if it's full. If you're not using the drainage hose, it will literally notify your phone, hey, it's full. Oh yeah, right, I have this thing running. Let me go check on it and empty it. That's a great thing too.
Yeah, definitely. And again, of course, another fantastic thing is the price. This is normally $299.99, but with the Prime Day deal, 30% off, this is now $209.99. Honestly, it is a beast of a machine, but it is also on wheels, so which is really nice.
Yes.
So you can wheel it around. So like, I mean, I say a beast of a machine. It is not like, you know, massive, but the fact that it can do a 4,500 square foot room, of course, or area, that is fantastic, of course. And you know, you you don't want to be lifting something like that, especially if it is full
2
of
gallons
water.
of water. Exactly.
Exactly.
Water,
So you can kind of like wheel that around, because even just pulling out, the 2 gallons, that might be too heavy. So you
It's got
can
some
kind of
nice
wheel
handles
it.
though as
Yeah,
well.
oh, definitely.
Really nice
for sure.
handles for
Yep.
easy carry.
Yeah, but again, it's easy for you just to kind of wheel it and then be able to dump it and bring it back. So the wheels are definitely key there.
So before we go on to the next one, I want to remind everyone, of course I'm going to say this a few times, but if you are watching this on another platform, check that link in the description and join us on GoveeLife's Amazon live stream that you are seeing right now, but on the Amazon platform. So you can shop around, you can chat as well, because yes, we are live. The chat is open. You can follow GoveeLife, and you can also, smash the like button and
which
do all
we
the
see you
goodness.
guys are doing.
And
So thank you.
We're already seeing the like button being smashed, so this is fantastic. We know there's a lot of streams right now going on, of course, with Prime, so we're really happy that you are here.
Yes, and as Seb said, if you just want to say, hey, hi, what's up, please feel free in the chat. We will definitely, shout you out and have a little chit chat.
Yeah.
Because I love chatting, as you can see.
Not more than ice, but almost as much as
Oh,
ice.
I don't know. All right. So yes, again, fantastic price, 30% off if you are looking for a dehumidifier. Highly, highly, highly recommend. So
Absolutely.
what do we
And it's
have
Amazon's
next?
choice. A really popular device that people love.
Yes, we definitely love it for sure. All right, up next is the 42-inch tower fan. So later in the stream, a little bit down the line, we do have the 36-inch tower fan right here with us, which we're going to show you a closer look. But right now, with the 42-inch fan, we're just going to kind of go through that. These fans, I am a huge fan.
You're a huge fan of fans,
I
Michelle.
said this the other day too, and then I just didn't realize when I said it, and then now I feel like I can't say it with a straight face. But yeah, I am a huge fan of fans, the tower fans in particular. They are absolutely fantastic. I love, they're so sleek, the design on them. So Seb is just turning on.
I'm gonna show the app while you
Sure.
talk, just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it shows a lot of different things that people might want to see a little bit. So you can obviously turn it on. I'm gonna make sure that you guys can see. Turn on the app with the power button right here.
Sorry to cut you off. I just do want to remind everyone, we have the 32-inch, but again, both of them, because of course GoveeLife is all about their app. So Seb is just running you through the app, which would be the same on the 42-inch.
So the 42-inch has more modes and more speeds. This one here has a different amount of speeds, but you would have all the controls of the speeds right there. So you, obviously your oscillation, which you see right here. So if I actually ticked that button, it would start to oscillate. I don't have to get up on my couch. I don't have to even be home, and I could oscillate. And my pet would be really happy if the fan just started going on. I could schedule. I can put it on a timer. I can lock it down as well. So meaning, if I lock it down, that means the buttons on the actual unit will not work, which is great. So then you're not going to have maybe a child just messing around with your settings. And then you have all the modes right here. In this case, the mode is actually, let me just go back to the proper one. There we go. The modes here are sleep, nature, custom, automatic. Automatic mode is probably one of my favorite because it's so smart. The actual sensors on these fans are fantastic.
Amazing, yeah. And then sleep mode is really great because it will slowly just kind of start to die down noise-wise and just the level-wise as you are getting into that deeper sleep, so it's not disturbing you.
27 decibels, very, very low humming.
Yep, and then so I think one of the biggest difference with the 42-inch fan is just that you have kind of that light and handle up at the front, as you can see in the product page. When we do talk about the 36-inch, we will show you ours. That is the main difference. You kind of got that light going on in the front. But yeah, the oscillation and just, as Seb said, doing everything from the device. I don't know how many times I have gone into my bedroom and gotten into bed and then realized oh, did I turn off the fan? Nobody wants to then get out of bed, so being able to just open your app and then turn that off is absolutely fantastic. We right now have the one of them. We keep them in our living room, and I currently yesterday got a second one so that we can kind of put it in the other corner and that we can kind of get that cross breeze because they are so powerful. They are fantastic. We have a very large open space in our living room and dining room, so we do want to have the two fans kind of going across from each other. So,
and the thing to note as well, the 42 has 150 degree angle oscillation. And the 36, we will be talking about it. That's one of the differences. It has less degrees of oscillation. So just to keep that in mind, of course, that's why the 42-inch is able to not only be taller, have more reach, but also have more kind of angles as well.
Yeah. And of course, because this is what we're here for, we're all about the deals. Normally, this is $179.99, and with the Prime Day deal, this is 34% off, making this $118.99. And honestly, like, highly, highly recommend. Many years ago, we bought a fan that we don't need to mention, but it was like $600, and it was terrible. And these are just so powerful. I'm constantly surprised by the power, and like, you know, you hear them, but it's
reliable.
Yeah, reliable, but it's not that constant, insane, like humming noise. Like it is just like they're there. You know that the fan is there, but it's so easy for them to be drowned out with like the TV or whatever you're doing.
The only thing that you need to do a couple times a month, depending on your house, depending on your living room or space, is to just literally blow them out and make sure that you blow out that dust, because it does have that suction power, because it's, of course, has the blowing power. To have that blowing power, you need to be able to have kind of that vacuum power as well. So, of course, if your house is a little bit more dusty, or if you've got, the windows open and things like that, and yes, just dust it out and you're good to go. Like I said, bladeless, super reliable. The more expensive ones, we've had issues with, the mechanisms and all that. These GoveeLife fans are just sturdy and
the best.
Beasts. Really good.
The best, for sure. All right, up next we have one of two air purifiers that we're going to be talking about here. So we've got this one here. This one's kind of your more traditional, well, of the two that we're going to be talking about, this unit here. This one is like your rectangle looking one, and Seb will go ahead and, of course, show you the app. I'm sure you can hear from my mic, just turned it on, and he turned it on from the app right here. And right away, it is showing green. I don't know if you want to get nice and close right there. We will be doing a demo, maybe with the other one. We can do more of a demo. So with the other...
But it's the same kind of like sensor, which is great.
Yeah, definitely. So it's really cool because you can use the app, but if you are not, tech savvy, you don't need to worry, because you can control everything right from the machine. But Seb is extremely tech savvy. As soon as, we get these products, he's like, I can't wait to put it in the app, and he's like all about using the app. So yeah, inside the app you have like all the different features. Yeah, it's hard to see because we have so many lights here, but like there is a light at the bottom. Can you see that?
On my arm, yeah.
And so there is a light on the bottom, so it's kind of cool because if you have this in a bedroom and you need like a little bit of a night light, I think it's really neat.
Not only that, it's not just a light. Yes, it can just be an emitting light, but this one here is a scene. It's called Ocean, so it's actually animated, so it's soothing. It's nice if someone needs a night light type of thing.
Yeah, because these are good, and again, like these are good for a bedroom. This is made for, well, not just a bedroom. For the size, it is super surprising that this can. What is the square footage? So
over 1,000 feet.
Yeah, over 1,000
square feet. Yeah.
You can, this will purify the air. So these are really great, to have in, your kitchen if you are cooking. And we love putting these on auto mode because then it will just automatically sense. It'll sense it, right? Like it will just.
But if you do put it on auto mode, you need to make sure to check this little part here. So Michelle's going to turn it right there. Every couple of months, open this up, clean. This is where the sensor is. So clean that out. Just dust it out and put it back on. That's all you need to do. You don't need to replace a filter. You don't need to do anything like that. Just make sure that that sensor is free of debris.
And speaking of filter, right back here. So it's here, and then this will just open up.
I'm going to turn it off.
Do you want to grab? Yeah, like I'm awkward here.
Yeah, just like that.
There you go. And then so you've got your filter here, and this part here you would just pull off because this is Velcro.
Actually, the whole thing you pull off just like that.
Yeah, but it's the Velcro.
And this Velcro here is just like that. And you would be able, this is where all the hairs are being caught, right?
This is so fantastic for pet hair as well. So super nice to have this on top there. You can just peel that off. You can give that a clean, a rinse, and then you are good to go. It is like so fantastic being able to do that and not having to consistently.
Look how easy that is.
So easy just to put that in.
And it looks good too.
Sleek machine. I'm still always so surprised at how powerful it is. And it's like not this massive machine. For the things that it can do, you would expect it like to just be super massive, but clearly I can carry it. But all your buttons are right there on the top as well, as I said. So if you're not wanting to use the app, you can turn it on, and then the power button around it will actually change colors. So if when you turn it on, if like the air, if you're all good and everything is fine, it will be hopefully you can see that, it is green. But then if all of a sudden, you know, something happens with your air quality, it will change colors as it does in the app, and the app will actually alert you. But if you're not using the app, the machine will actually tell you itself. So I think that's great. And then right here on the top, you also do have the like the light that you can put on, and then you can put on turbo mode. You can keep it on automatic mode depending on what you're doing.
Just perfect example, and I was going to talk about this. I literally, it was running because I wanted it to be running, but the air is excellent quality. Air quality is excellent. Right now, that's what the app is saying. So I put it on automatic mode. What did it do? It chilled down. It's like, I don't need to overwork, the air is fine. But if we were to smoke up this place, be cooking, maybe odors and things like that, that sensor would sense it and it would start. And the more dirty or the more low quality, the lower the quality air, the harder this thing is going to work to lower it down to make it, you know, breathable again, and then chill again and wait until you cook the next salmon or whatever else that you do.
Yeah, so actually when we talk about the next air purifier, we're going to do a little bit of a live demo. But as you can see right now, it is saying that the air quality is excellent because Seb has not turned on. Seb, we have like a little smoke machine in the back. Seb loves to use that for a little bit of ambiance. And we've noticed when we do that, the air purifier is like, hold on, wait a minute, your air is not excellent. Yeah. So then we're actually going to do a live demo and we're going to show you like how it actually will.
So stick around because it's pretty cool.
It is really cool. So definitely stay for that. We're going to do that with our next one. So I will turn this one off. Again, I didn't even realize it was still on because it was so quiet, because as Seb said, once you put in that automatic mode, it will chill out if your air is excellent, which apparently ours is right now.
Yeah, that's really comforting.
Yeah, very comforting. So if you are in the market for an air purifier, this one here, fantastic deal. Normally $99.99, and it is 36% off, making the 64. We'll switch those numbers. But yeah, really, really fantastic and great for any room for sure. What do we have next?
We have the smart water leak detector. Guys, I didn't even know this existed.
No.
For a long time, I'm like, yeah, we've had water damage, we've had water leaks. No. And, I mean, everyone has, right? Whether it's under your kitchen sink or in a basement, which is even worse, or maybe a water heater.
Yeah.
Like your mother had that problem not too long ago. Those things happen, right? So I'm going to show you what this little, is that the one? No, it's not the right one.
This is the 3-pack.
Yep, I'm getting there.
You got it?
There it is.
All right.
Look at how cute it is, how small it is. It is a 3-pack. It does come with the gateway. And every time I say the word gateway, that means it's a little, I wish I could show them to you, but right now all of our gateways are plugged. But it's literally just like a block.
But I do just want to say, if you look at the product page, it is the round one at the top. So that is the gateway. That's what needs to be plugged in. Sorry,
correct.
Continue.
So you plug that in. There's one button on the gateway. You literally open up your app and say to the app, recognize the next unit I want to install or configure on the app. And then it'll say, press the one single button. It's so simple, so simple. You press the one single button on the gateway, and then you go ahead and it's going to recognize. So right now, I only programmed one. I've got 3 more in here that need programming, so that's a really cool thing. And obviously, why 3? Because you might have more than one location where you want water detection. And water detection works like this. This is really, really cool. Let me show you. Again, with the app, what I love the most is, yes, it's going to sound an alarm, which is fantastic. Yes, it's going to be extremely loud, which is also fantastic.
Be prepared.
But the best thing is, with the app, it's going to alert you, even if you can't hear that alarm, right? So that's the whole entire point. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to go right here and actually very carefully open this water.
So this is the one that has the prongs on both sides,
correct.
Right? So yeah, here, hopefully I can hold that up so you can see that. So you've got this, like right here, that's the little water detector, a little closer.
It's a little easier to see.
There you go. So that right there is what's going to detect the water, and the same thing, you have it on the other side. Right so there. These are going to be really great if you, as Seb said, you know, like when we're done doing these streams, we're actually going to be using these. We have some issues in our kitchen sink, and it leaks underneath in the bottom. bottom. So, and I often don't know that it is leaking until like the water's just kind of gushing out. So I plan to put this in the back, and then so I'll know that when it is leaking, it will make this insane sound. Please be prepared. You are being warned. It is very loud, but exactly as Seb is saying, if you do attach, and hook up the app and everything, if you're not home, you're going to get this notification that it is leaking, which is super important. Like if you're on vacation, if you're away, you're getting that peace of mind that there's no stress.
Exactly. And for those of you already asking, do you charge this thing? What do you do? You can change the battery. You have to literally pry open this box. But the really cool thing is this battery lasts 5 years.
Oh.
5 years. So let's go ahead. Let's do it. I'm just going to dip it in. It takes a second. There you go. It's flashing, and as soon as it gets dry again, and I close it and or turn it off, it's done. This is loud. It's 105 decibels loud. So it's really, really loud. But of course, if you have a huge house, or you might not even hear it, or if you're not there, like Michelle said, the app for me is the big winning ticket item here, because these things are great, but combining it with an app, incredible.
It just, and as I said, I'm just repeating myself, it just gives you that peace of mind, especially if you're going on vacation. These are really great. So we had some friends who went on vacation and their pipes in their basement broke and they were away and they had no idea and they came home to a flooded basement. So, if you just kind of have an area, that is known to, have some water issues, it's really great to put those there, or, just if you want to be on the safe side, it's great to have these.
The last thing I wanted to add as well, so yeah, it's great to be alerted, but what if you're on vacation? What if you want someone else to get alerted? It can send emails. You can literally put a user, literally an email. So if this sounds and you're like, my neighbor's gonna check out my house, or a family member has a key to my house, they're gonna get an email right away. And you can also get an email if you wanted to. You have multiple options. And then they get an email as soon as the alarm goes off. That's cool. That's really nice.
It's really cool. Like, let's say you own property, but you have someone who's managing it, right? So you're then giving them the access to make sure that they can, you're not being like, hey, sign into my app. You don't have to do all that, but they'll just get those email alerts.
Yeah, you don't always have to go oh, I just received I received an alert. Can you go check? No. They're going to
get them as well. So I think that's really great. So this right here is the 3-pack, which, as Seb said, comes with the gateway. So many times you get products and it doesn't actually come with the gateway. You have to buy that separately. So you're literally getting 4 pieces, the gateway and then 3 of the water detectors that you can put around. And for the 3-pack, it is normally $54.99 and it is 40% off on Prime Day, making just $32.99. But if you don't want the 3-pack, you do have some other options here. You can just get a single one, and then this one now is $22.79. Or you can get a pack of, how many is in this one? There's a glare. 5. You can get a 5-pack for $45.15. So just depending, maybe you have a larger space, and you want to make sure you have them in all the different areas, or maybe you just
have a lot of bathrooms, many bathrooms,
sure.
or you want to make sure, or sinks, and of course.
Definitely. So just depending on what you're wanting to keep your eye on, I love that you have the option here to get 1, 3, 5, and also you can connect them together. Let's say you need 10, well, you can get the 2 packs of 5, and then as long as they're all on the same gateway Wi-Fi, then
they don't even have to be on the same gateway. That's the cool thing. Right now we're running so many devices on 4 different gateways, and they're all talking to each other. They're all talking to the same app. Right. So that's the cool thing.
It's through the app. Yes. Yep. So very cool. So if you have any concerns, or just, maybe you don't have any concerns, but you're like, hey, this is a fantastic idea, highly recommend, again, that app, and it just works fantastically. So, yeah. All right, what do we have next? We have another one of my favorites, another ice machine. So this one here, very similar. I mean, obviously, you can see from the product page there are some differences. This one here doesn't have the light, and
this one is full stainless steel all the way to the rim.
Exactly.
Right?
So the one we were talking about before, you kind of have more of the view of the ice bucket there in the front. But yeah, this one here, same thing. It will make 9 cubes of ice in 6 minutes, and you get 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours.
Same capacity.
Same capacity.
Yeah, exactly. Just less of a, for me, the RGB is kind of like that cool device of oh, I got a light now. And now that I have the light, I don't want to go back. I think it's cool to have it. It's nice. But as you can see.
It's not necessary.
As you can see, I love lights, LEDs.
Lights, yeah.
So But yeah, as far as capacity goes, as far as ice making goes and how many you're making, what they look like, and the size of them, it's the exact same device, same compressor, just a different kind of look. I do prefer, not only because of the RGB, but I do prefer this look personally. Of course, everything is relative. I do like the lip down, and I do like the whole thing coming off just like that and having that ice bucket come out like this. That's just me personal.
Whereas I think I like this one because I like the look of the full stainless steel, right?
Yeah.
So I think it also just depends on like your appliances, where you're going to have it
Sure.
sitting, and so on and so forth. There's definitely so many different options, but I do want to throw.
You can't
this
go
out
wrong
here.
with either.
You can't go wrong with either, and you might be asking yourself like, why do I need an ice maker? And like honestly, summertime, not even summertime. Like I load everything up with ice. Another thing that I didn't mention today is that we actually bring this when we go to friends' houses when we have a party, because it just makes the ice so quickly.
And most people, their fridge can't handle it usually.
Exactly,
right?
and it's hard. Like, so we do have like an ice machine, a part of our fridge, but that takes so long to make. So once that little bucket inside our freezer is empty, it takes hours and hours before, like, 2 hours, and then we get like the first little batch. It takes way too long, and this is every 6 minutes. It is just continuous, and I absolutely love that. And someone said the other day yesterday that it didn't even occur to me, and I'm like, oh, because it's the little bullet ice, it actually helps it gets your drink colder faster, because the liquid is actually able to go through the tube, which I never even occurred to me. And I was like, that definitely makes sense, opposed to having just like a whole brick or a cube, whereas once you have that whole.
And the only thing that occurred to me as well is that it's a little bit more of an energy saver, because it's a compressor, yes, it's making ice, but it's not a freezer. It's not keeping the ice inside cold. So it's not a freezer, so you're not using all that energy just to keep ice. The ice at the bottom will eventually melt and just get retransferred and refrozen, which is a pretty cool idea. If you're not using as much, the cycle just continues.
Yeah, and it's better than just like that ice just sitting in water and then just melting, right?
Or having ice there, but then the whole thing being super frozen unit, and then they're just gonna get,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So this one here, so just you honestly can't go wrong with either one, just depending on kind of the look. Basically, that's it that you are going for. This one here is normally $159.99, and it is 31% off with Prime Day, and it is $109.98.
And they're fun. Both of them are small units, really nice units to just have on a kitchen counter. Yes, we have it on the counter of our bar, when we have bottles and glassware and all that, and then there it is. You can have it anywhere really, on a barbecue station outdoors or what have you. So it doesn't take a lot of room, but it makes a lot of ice.
Definitely, can't go wrong. All right, next product. So Seb, while we're pulling this out, you want to start your smoke machine there for a second.
Yes.
We are going to talk about this air purifier here. Let me pull this over.
Okay.
So,
but wait a minute. You want me to show the smoke right now, or we want to go from red to
well, sure, we can. I just feel like we just did the other one, so we know our air quality is excellent at the moment. But
yes, we do.
But we can obviously.
So, I just found the air purifier right here. I loved it. This is probably one of my favorites. It is.
But I know, but we're going to save all of that. We got to get this started because it takes a while to go through the whole process. So it's Seb just turned it on with the app. Look at this beauty here.
It's at 49, so air quality, excellent. Let me just show like this. Air quality, 51. So we're blue, we're nice, we're happy, right?
And if you're not using the app, up on the top of the machine itself it's showing you the blue, the color. We are good to go.
All right.
It's all good. So then now what Seb is going to do is he's going to start. We have a little smoke machine, so he's just got a little button here.
Go like this.
And then, so we're going to start here, and then you'll see the smoke machine is behind me, so it's going to start filling up the room. And then this is what we did yesterday without even realizing. And then the machine just kind of was like, oh no, what is happening? Okay, so now it's gone red. Look at that. And the machine.
It's blowing. Look at that, 692.
So they're just like your air quality.
946.
So that's what it was about yesterday. It was in the 900s.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to go more than that? Well, look, I feel like every time you use this smoke machine, it's bad for our health. Look at this. This
There's
wonderful machine is telling us that this is bad for our health. Seb loves this smoke machine. I get it. Okay, this is a bit too much smoke, but he likes it during our live streams because it creates like, you know, a fun ambiance. But our air purifier here is telling us this is bad for our health.
So we're at $9.89. It's in the red. So we're going to continue talking about it. Michelle's going to continue. As soon as it starts going down, I'm going to show you live how quickly it deals with this smoke.
So it is literally purifying the air as we are talking. It's starting to go down already, right? So, it's still up and it's still fluctuating. It's not sure what's happening.
It's blasting away. It's working hard.
So Seb had turned it on. I'm sure you heard it like then pick up on my mic because we had it on automatic mode, right? So it was green. It was excellent. Everything was fine. And then as soon as it picked up on that, you know, the impurities in the air, it kind of went whoop, and it sounded almost as if it went into like a turbo mode. Because it was automatic, it just did that on its own. So that is the point of having this and putting it in automatic mode. This is really great. We love having these downstairs in our kitchen when we are cooking. You know, the other day there was a big fire outside, and then all of a sudden I just heard this kick in, and I didn't even realize what was happening. And it was like, oh, because there is actually a fire and our air quality, and then I can smell it, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. So it is working really hard to fix the quality of the air, which is really
Literally
great.
circulate it in, filter it out, and send you out some proper clean air, which is nice. Which is really, really nice.
And so
and we're in a small studio, small room. So right now we are still, I'm sure you could see it with the lights, very smoky still. So it's really working hard to get rid of all that.
It is definitely working hard. And
that night light as well is just like the other one, but the night light here I think is a little bit prettier. It's a really nice, let's go, can we go a little bit lower so we can see it better? Yeah,
there we go.
And I've got, I can actually change the color of the night light. I'll go into a red, look at that, red. We're going nice blue, purple, maybe a green. So all of that you can control. You've got the color wheel. I can do and control the brightness if I wanted to. That's super easy. Schedule, timer, yes. I can literally have the display on or always off. And I can turn off the display itself or turn it back on. And it's going to give me that, again, that red because it's working hard at cleaning our air right now. It also has a filter life percentage remaining. Basically means right now we're at 100%. Brand new unit, right? So our other one would be at, I don't know, I'd have to check, 75, 80%, because as it works, the filter gets used. And then once it's at, 10, 15%, you're like, oh, maybe I should reorder a filter. And then super easy to just dislodge it. The filter is all around at the bottom here, and away you go. It's really cool.
Has it changed? Not yet.
Nope,
I think it's gone to, oh no, it just keeps fluctuating right now. So
I really
you pushed it really hard right there. So I feel like it's going to take a minute. I feel like my eyes are still pretty like foggy. We may have to go to a different.
Oh, we'll leave it. We'll leave it do its thing, and then as soon as we see it come back down, I want to show you guys because once it's like stabilizes everything, it drops like a rock.
It's like super quickly. Yeah, we were actually just doing it live yesterday without even meaning to. We were like, oh wait a minute, and then we just sat here and just like kind of watched it go from red, comes all the way down. Then did it go? Oh. So it really picked up there, and then does it go to like green? I think maybe,
it goes to green.
And then it goes down. So yeah, it is working hard to purify this air that Seb is trying to choke us out on. Seriously, I feel like this is like a sign. Like we need to stop with this smoke machine.
I will. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna have this sit right here.
Move that one a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna move that one, and then because I just feel like this is probably picking up on my mic and it's probably like super loud. So we'll push it back a little bit, and then as it starts to move down, we will just kind of come back to it, and we're going to show you guys in real time as it's coming down.
Yep.
So we'll just let it sit there. Hopefully, it's not too distracting with my mic.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's good.
Okay.
So let's talk about our next product, which is
the meat thermometer. So, up next.
Oh, yeah. Did you talk about the price?
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. Guys, the best part, of course. This is a massive deal. This is normally $129.99. It is 38% off, making this $80.26 for this beautiful air purifier. Again, looks fantastic. It, of course, is working overtime right now, which we will come back to and we'll show you dropping in real time as it is cleaning this air. Seb really...
I really pressed it. Like yesterday, I went... Psst.
Yeah, he just went yesterday. And
today I was like, let's go.
Yeah, so it's going to take a couple minutes for this to clean out our air, but I definitely can see the difference already.
Yeah.
That was pretty quick though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so while we were waiting for that to do its
And this
thing.
is another indication of like, it's not about, oh, I feel like the air is clean or it doesn't smell like anything. Doesn't mean it's in good quality air. Clearly this is the proof. It's working hard because it's still detecting that there is something wrong with our air. So that's a really nice thing to have.
Yes.
All right.
So we'll come back to that.
Let's go talk about something on the other spectrum, completely different, to feed our bellies.
Yes. So this is Seb's new favorite baby. And yes, he keeps all of his favorite products still in the box, and I think it is absolutely hilarious. He has used this multiple times, and obviously he cleans it very well and then puts it back in the box. So we will, of course, be talking you through this and showing to you, and at the same time, we will kind of just pop it into, we have like a little bit of B-roll, so you can actually see Seb using it on some meat while we are barbecuing.
So yeah. This thing is a meat thermometer. They do have this double and the 4 set.
4, which we will be getting very soon.
Yes,
so.
Can't wait for that. But the really cool thing, and I'm going to try and show you with the other angle here, so you can actually see. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to turn it on so you actually can see what we're. There it is. You get a really, I'm going to go here. You've got a really nice screen here. Of course, this whole case is the charging case. This whole thing will charge the 2 prongs, but it will also indicate, as it's doing right now, the temperature. And I'm going to ask Michelle to just hold this like that so we can actually see it like this. And I'm going to grab I'm going to put it in ice, and you're going to see the temperature drop in just a second. Am I on the? Oh yeah, there you go. I was holding it in my hand too hard.
Oh, I was like, oh.
There it is, coming down. Let's go.
Am
I in the ice? I don't even know if
I don't know. Is it the right? Yeah, it should be the right one.
Yeah. Well,
maybe
it's not.
Is it?
Maybe it's not. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one and it's not. It's out of battery.
Oh yeah, it could be out of battery.
Possible.
So that's the thing.
Possible.
Because we haven't charged it. Yeah, look, it looks like it's a pretty low battery right now. So let's do this one.
I just put the other one in, and let's see how it goes. Now, this should have been charged a while back.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Oh, now I lost it.
Oh, no, there we go. It's starting to. Is it coming down a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely should. Or is it not cold enough?
Yeah, it's ice.
Let's see. Which one am I holding right now?
I think that the batteries might be dead.
These batteries are dead. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna continue talking about. I'm gonna charge it real quick because it doesn't take long to charge, which is a good thing. We're gonna do this now, and I'm gonna show you the B-roll that we have from this, because this is obviously you're gonna see me talk in the same position here.
Oh, it's coming down.
Oh shoot! So many things to do. Okay, let's go back to the air purifier. Look at that. It was at 900 and now coming down.
The air purifier is coming down. So for those of you who are just joining us,
it was red.
I know that we're talking about the meat thermometer, but we just wanted to show you our air purifier. We had a beautiful, nice, proper quality. It was green, and then Seb put on the smoke machine. It went up to red, and we've just left this air purifier, and it has been working overtime to purify this room. I would say it took about 10 minutes, I think, for the whole room, then about 10 minutes. And as you can see, it is just coming down. It is moving
now
super
it's just
quickly.
changed colors to yellow.
Yeah, now it's yellow.
We went from red, orange to yellow, and now we're waiting for green or blue or whatever, the nice color.
Yeah.
We got 90, 88, still going down.
So it worked overtime because it was pretty intense in here, and then it moves pretty quickly after that, which I think is really awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, and then when it gets to where it needs to go, now it is calming down a little bit, and There we go.
Now we're
back
here.
to green. So
Now
we've
we're
got
happy.
we've got some good clean air. So that I'll turn it off now because I'm sure that
just
this.
did.
Oh, and then I just turned it back on.
And I just did again. Now it's off.
There we
so
go.
now we've got clean air. Yay.
So yeah. So just jumping back to this real quick because we just wanted to show you that demo, which was really cool. Now we have clean air, and you saw that in real time. It just went from the different colors, started off green and then popped over to red and then came back down, which is really awesome. So if you are in need of an air purifier, this is the product we were talking about just before. So now we are on to the thermometers. Seb is just taking a minute here. He is going to charge them up, and while he does that, we are just going to show you we have a bit of a B-roll here. So this is when we Seb was first testing it out. So this, of course, is for, for meat while you are cooking. One of the things Seb and I said, like, he is fantastic at cooking, our steak. When it's just the two of us, it is nice and easy. Because you might be saying to yourself, I don't need a meat thermometer. I know how to cook this perfectly. But having these is so fantastic when you have like a bunch of people over. We have an older barbecue, so of course the heat distribution is not the same throughout the whole barbecue. And then of course you have so many different people wanting different heats of their meat. So having this, as you can see, there's Seb just kind of putting it in the meat. So you get your, whatever you have, and then you're just going to kind of plop that in there. And then it's really great because if you want to use the app, inside the app, you can actually put what kind of meat it is, what kind of cut it is, and then you say how you want it cooked, and it will just do it like to perfection. Or if you just kind of know, this is how this is the temperature that I like my meat, then you can just keep an eye on it and you don't have to, actually program it in, but it will alert you.
And I love the magnet. You're going to see the magnet here. So of course, this is made to be in really high heat environments, obviously. So don't be afraid. It could be in an oven, it can be in a smoker, it can be in the green egg, it can be in a barbecue. And this entire case, once it's charged, this entire case will actually magnetize on the side of your barbecue, and that's what I did right here. It's right there on the barbecue, boom, and I can see the temperature. And speaking of temperature, we're gonna go back because I just found out that, of course, this is charging, so I can't, the case is charging, but the probe is good. And the probe is good because it's talking to my app right now. So Michelle's gonna hold the app to the phone. We're gonna show you guys like this. So right now it's 48 and it's in ice, and I'm going to just hold it right there. So it's right here now. I'm gonna hold it, and hopefully you're gonna see it. Look at
There
that.
you go.
Climb up.
So was it because they weren't charged? That's
Yes.
why. Okay, so it needed some charge. So
Look at
as
that.
you can see, that's what we, of course, were hoping to show you a minute ago.
So there you go. Boom, boom. It goes really, really fast. It's extremely precise, and it will do.
It's on the case too.
It's on the case as well. It will be on the case as well. Right now it's not.
Because it's charging.
It's not on the case. Usually you would see it on the case. Right now we're showing it on the app, of course. But I don't know if Michelle's talked about this, but you do have two different temperature sensors here. You've got the internal and you've got the external. So the internal is, of course, whatever your meat, the center of your meat is being cooked at. And the external is whatever you want your smoker or barbecue to be at. So maybe it's a 500 degree barbecue. This will read 500 degrees outside. So you will see that, and the inside will read whatever the meat is at the moment, and climbing and rising and extremely on the nose, which I love. And I love the fact that what Michelle was talking about, where you put in the type of meat you want and the type of temperature you want, and it will let you know in advance to make sure that you take it out just in time for resting and all that. And it literally breaks it down for, like, it dummy proofs it, basically, which I love. And a lot of people are scared of barbecuing. A lot of people are scared of barbecuing. Meat's expensive, let's be honest, right? So you don't want to mess it up, especially when you have guests and friends and family, and you're like, everyone's got a different liking, different temperature. Oh, it could be a nightmare. But yeah, make sure you just like this. Charge that USB-C will be right here. It is provided with as well. Make sure to charge your probes, but especially charge the actual case as well. And when you're done, you are done. And then you just turn it off. And right now I can see there's some battery on it, so that's great. And it talks to the app as all GoveeLife products. This is a really, really nice one. I can't wait to get the 4 probe as well.
Yeah, so this one right here, as we saying clearly, it is the 2 probe. Normally $99.99. It is 30% off, making this $69.99, which is awesome. Of course, if you can also get a single probe, and then you can also get the 4 probe, which we are having, and hopefully we will be able to chat about with you in a future stream. But yeah, really fantastic. And just like if you have someone who likes to barbecue or cook, or as Seb said, maybe you have someone in your life who really likes to cook but is kind of like scared of barbecuing, and that is me. I do all of the cooking, but when it comes to any kind of barbecuing, I hand that over to Seb because I'm not confident. But having something like this obviously will give you that confidence. It's going to give me that confidence
at least
to
try it out.
Give it a try. And of course, if you are not tech savvy and you don't have the app, normally, because we have to charge the case, when it is fully charged, then the temperature will actually show up on the outside of the case, which is nice. So you do not actually have to have it in the app if you don't, have a phone or, whatever it may be. But yes, definitely makes a fantastic gift for the barbecuer, griller in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And super awesome for sure. Awesome. All right, up next, now we have earlier talked about the 42-inch fan, and now we have the 32-inch fan, which is right here, and we have it right here behind us. This thing is a beaut. So I just absolutely love the sleek design. Of course, as we keep saying over and over, how much we love the app, and you can control everything from the app. You can also control it right here on the panel. Seb did just turn it on from the app, and then you can control the speed as well on here. Mm-hmm. It's just like a little bar that, I can feel that.
You can feel that?
Just a little bar that I'm going to drag over. And as you can see, woo, look at that. Look at my hair just kind of blowing in the wind. Definitely picks up. You can, of course, I'm not going to do it while Seb is holding it. Not good for the fan, but you can oscillate it as well. Okay, so where is oscillation? Let me see here. Oscillate. So I've just turned on oscillate. Hopefully you can see now, check that out. It is moving. So you can control all of this right from your phone if you do not feel like getting up. But of course, if you are not keen on using the app, you can control it all up there on the top. Same thing, scheduling. You have your sleep, you have nature, custom auto. I'm a big fan of putting it on auto, and then it will just adjust to, if it gets like suddenly like hotter all of a sudden, then it will kind of pick it up a little bit. Yeah, here, I'll turn it off. If it gets hotter or if it gets cooler, it will adjust, which I think is really great. These one, I forgot to mention that with the 42-inch, but this one as well, you can also control with Alexa. So you can do voice control.
Yep.
So if you do have, your home set up as a smart home, you can go ahead and use voice control for that as well.
And that's true with most GoveeLife products that are connected to the network. If you have Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa, you can literally say, Alexa, turn on my start making ice. Boom, it'll start. Alexa, dehumidifier on. It will do all that recognition. So it's really, really nice. What I also love about this one, true for the 36 and the 42, they're slim units. Mm-hmm. They're very, very small. It's not like they're going to take a whole lot of space, a whole lot of room in your space. So that's a really nice thing to have because they just tuck in, and man, do they blow, and they really give that cooling effect in any room, or just that circulating air that we all need in rooms, right, in our homes.
Definitely. And it comes in black or white. We clearly have the black one. And this one right here is normally $99.99, and it is 34% off for Prime Day, making this $66.49. It is a fantastic fan. It has all the bells and whistles, everything you could possibly need. Highly recommend. I'm a big fan of this fan. I had to do it.
Now I'd have to do.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. That made me feel good. But yeah, if you are in the market for a fan, highly recommend for sure. All right, up next we have the thermometer. This one here.
This is a 2-pack.
Yes.
This is a 2-pack sensor thermometer. We do have the other one that we will be talking about in just a second, but this one here is basically a thermometer that would be, they call it, they say it's for the fridge, but it can be for so many different things. In this case, the probe. It's a little cable, and that little probe, you can literally dip it. It is waterproof. Well, it won't damage itself, and that's actually better that way. You can dip it in your pool. You could dip it in a hot tub. You could dip it in literally anywhere, and it will give you the temperature, the running ambient temperature of whatever it is located in or surrounded with. Super easy to, I mean, now I have the other one that I will be talking about, but the difference between the two, essentially, the one that I'm holding has a screen, so it's kind of like no app needed. The other one that we're talking right now, the Wi-Fi refrigerator thermometer with alarm, is basically if you owned maybe a freezer and you've got all this expensive meat, you've got all like, your family's food in there for months and months and months, and that freezer fails. We've all seen that, and some of us have had that happen. You will get notification of any type of alert you want. In my case, if I had a freezer and I knew it was at, I don't know, minus 10 degrees Celsius, if that freezer went to -7, I know there's a problem. I want to get alerted before it's too late, right?
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing about this alarm. Not only a sounding alarm, but also an alert, an email, all that good stuff. So really, really cool to prevent from any type of disaster, really.
Yeah, so sorry if you had said this, but yeah, as you said, like a freezer, if you have like a wine cellar, you have that like really nice expensive
Absolutely.
wine, you want to make sure it is temperature controlled. Also a, what is
Sauna.
it called?
A
A sauna. For your cigars, the humidor. Yeah, exactly. You got to make sure, those temperatures obviously are very precise, or else, of course, you're going to lose all of that. It will be ruined. So having something like this to give you those alerts are really fantastic. So the next product in the carousel is actually the one that we have, which we'll be showing you. And as Seb said, it is essentially the same thing as this, but the one we have actually has the screen, which of course then the numbers are right there in your face. So this one here, you don't have that, but it is essentially the same thing. This one right here, it is the 2-pack, plus you get the gateway, of course. Normally $39.99. It is 24% off, making it $30.38.
And there's one thing I keep on forgetting, and I was talking about it last night or yesterday, was that they do provide data, and we're talking historical data. And I think for this particular thing, like for your air quality, it's nice to know like what kind of air quality you've had in the last few months. But in terms of like for your house, for maybe you've got heat leaks in wintertime in some places in your house, and you want to know what's happening, like you will see a chart happening in real time for however long you've been using the unit. You can go and look at your last 12 months, and basically see the discrepancies and obviously do something about it if you can, right? So that's a really nice thing to have. It's just a smart way to do things like this. Like instead of having just a thermometer that you have to physically check, just have the app run the show for you.
Yeah, for sure. So keeping in that same theme, this is the second one, so I'm assuming maybe this is like the newer updated one, just because now you have the screen. So we will actually show you exactly what it looks like. Yeah, we were talking about, you probably have it sitting out somewhere.
Yep.
So this one here, it comes with the gateway and then 2 of the sensors.
I'll find it.
Yeah, I know you will. It's just hidden somewhere, or maybe it's
right there.
It's right
you had
here.
it.
I had it. I was hiding it. Here it is. I can't reach. There we go. There we go. So
continue, sorry.
Yep, no. So this one here, as well as the other one, which I didn't mention, but the one we are talking about is the 2-pack. But let's say you just have, one area that you want to be monitoring, whether it's like, a big freezer, a wine cellar, a fridge. You can also get the single pack as well. So this is essentially the same thing as the product before, but this one here has the big screen. With one push of a button, you can change it between Celsius and Fahrenheit, and this is actually how it works. So this part here is actually what you would have on the outside. Like maybe you'd have it on, this is a magnet, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you could actually put this on the side of your fridge, or you can have it outside of your hot tub, outside of, again, a wine cellar, all of these things. And then and then you've got the prong, and this is the thing that will actually go into the fridge. So if it's in your fridge, of course this is super thin, the door will still close. Sorry, yeah, I was like pulling it away. But yeah, what Seb is holding right here, that's actually the temperature gauge, and then so that will alert you, if there's any kind of change in the temperature. which is pretty neat. So Seb right now, he was just holding it with his hand. So we went up to, and then he took his hands off, it went down. Now he's gonna put it in some ice water, and then we're going to see that immediate change. Look at that jump right there. Ooh, I wonder how cold your water is right now.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good to know. Ooh.
And with one little push of a button, you can go into Celsius if you want to. Look at that.
Oh.
Almost freezing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I wonder if it's gonna go.
I think it's there. Press again. We're talking
34.
like almost freezing.
Yeah, almost freezing. Well,
I mean, it makes sense.
There's ice cubes.
There's ice in there.
There's ice in there.
And then again, we're talking about how extremely precise it is. I just take it out.
And look,
It's
it already
still-
jumped.
It's still cold up there. I didn't even touch it, and it jumps up. Now, if I touch it and literally warm it up, look how quickly this goes. How precise. How fast.
In real time.
Really
Like
cool.
that is just like jumping. That is awesome. So yeah, definitely. So again, you might be saying to yourself, why do I need this? But I didn't even think about that yesterday. We didn't even talk about that, like having a meat full of freezers. A meat full of freezers. Did you just hear what I said?
That would be a purchase and a half, yeah.
A meat full of freezers. I meant a freezer full of meat. Wow.
Yeah, you don't want it to go bad. Okay. It's a little late.
You do not want all of your freezer full of meat to go bad. So having something like this, just to keep an eye on that temperature. Yeah, anything that just needs to be regulated. Even having this in your garage.
Yeah.
Right? Like
any room will I mean, it doesn't need to be in water, but it can be in water as well.
Yeah.
So it can get wet. That's not a problem whatsoever. But if it's just ambient air, it will also give you a reading, which is great.
And then it comes with this so that you can then actually just wrap the cord around this and then put the plug through, just so that you don't have the extra cord just dangling depending on where you're putting this, right? So like you just kind of grab it and then so if I would have this, let's say on the side of my fridge, and then you just kind of wrap the cord around so it's not just all dangling all over the place looking super messy. So you just put that through and then you would attach, like just put this inside the fridge, lay it down or put it wherever you would want to put it, which is really great. So it makes it just look really neat and tidy. Yeah. So yeah, definitely just a product that I never even thought I knew that I needed, but now that I have them, I'm like, this is fantastic. And Seb, quick question for battery. Same thing. Is this another
Same thing. This
5 year
I don't remember them. It's long. It's a long time. Let me check exactly that. That's a good question.
I'm not too sure. I can't remember.
Because these batteries last for a really long time. So yeah, there you go. Included for AAA. So that's what I did. You open this up.
So you've got
just like this.
Battery. Yeah. It's in the back.
Boom.
Okay, there you go.
Right
so you've got your batteries. Perfect.
So 4 AAAs because it's two pack. It's 2 AAAs per thermometer.
Perfect.
But yeah, I mean, extremely easy. Will work with, obviously comes with the gateway as well. And will work with all of those stuff that, the alerts and things like that. That is good to know. Not just good to know to see, oh, that's how cold or hot these things are or whatever I'm trying to measure. But really keep tabs on it. That's the important thing.
Yeah, and then with the app, I think, as Seb mentioned, it will keep all that data, right?
2 years worth of data.
2 years worth of data, so you can just kind of track it and see, like in the summer months, maybe obviously it's hotter out, so like what is the temperature change, and how hard is my fridge working?
Maybe I need a new fridge because it's using too much. So the compressor's going crazy and it's fluctuating. Yeah. Something like that. There's so many instances where you need a product like that.
It's nice to have data. Yeah. And the price, we're just going, so right now, this is, again, the 2-pack, 1 gateway, and 2 sensors, normally $69.99. It is 30% off, making this $48.98. And if you're saying to yourself, hey, I don't need 2 of the sensors, you can get the 1 gateway and 1 sensor, and on special right now for $34.99. So that is fantastic.
It's really, really good.
Yeah. All right, keeping in theme with temperatures and thermometers, our next product is the wireless pool thermometer. This one looks so cool.
Really cool gateway as well. It comes with the gateway, as you can see, of course, right here.
Yeah. And I think while Seb talks about it, he was just going to kind of throw in the background. We do have the video when we did our review, when we were testing it out in the pool. So this is just us here down by like the pool area. So the gateway, as you can see, is plugged in behind Seb. So you do need that plugged in, and then you just kind of connect your device, and then you are good to go.
Exactly. And this is literally just a floater. It does come with that little string if you want to have it close to a ladder, maybe close to a pole or whatever you may have around your your pool, you can attach it like that. We literally just threw it in and had it bob around. It does have a little bumper around here. That little orange rubber is kind of that bumper so it can bump around. And the sensor, as I'm showing right there, the sensor is on the end. And of course, this thing is IPX7, so it is completely waterproof. You will be able, and check this out, I'm ahead of myself, but that is how you change the battery, and that is also how that little black button that you see inside of it is how you actually set it up with the gateway. Super, super easy. And once you close it, of course, make sure that it's hermetically sealed and twisted, and it looks really nice. It's a really cool device, and it will literally stand up like this and give you the reading. And not only give you the reading on your app, but if you're right next to it, it does have a screen, which is cool. So that reading will give you an actual visual on the object itself or on your app, and you're going to see it right in the pool, and it's going to change the reading, the temperature, as soon as it hits the water. As you've seen, these devices, they're extremely precise and very, very they bounce on that detector. Like let's put it that way. Yeah, the detection is really, really quick, and it just bobs up and down. And look at that. You're going to see the number change. I'm hoping. Look at that. It's a warm pool, huh?
Yeah, it is hot.
And you're going to see that I have the app right there. And it just went up.
It just went up. It was hot. It was a very hot day for sure. And so and the same thing, just being able to like have that data and to track it, which I think is really nice. Like you can kind of figure out your perfect temperature and be like, around 5 p.m. every day, it's around this temperature. So that's when I'm going to go swimming. In the morning, maybe you want something cooler. So just being able to see all of that data is really great. Cool. Yeah, So we're all about the datas with the app. But again, as I keep mentioning, because not everyone is techie, not everyone cares to pull out their phone and to look at the app.
Well, you just
have this, you just throw it in, and then the screen here at the top, it is a massive screen. You are able to, read those numbers very easily at a quick glance. And as Seb mentioned, there's just like a little hole right here, and it comes with a string, and you can just put that string through, and you can attach it to the ladder if you do not want it bobbing around in the middle of your swimming pool. So, but if you don't care, then just let it go. It's just going to float around and keep you informed of the temperature.
For a piece of tech that does that, I know you can get thermometers for a lot cheaper, but for that piece of tech, it's only $29.99 on Prime Day deal. I think
normally
that's pretty
$45.99.
Cool. Exactly, because if you think about it, it does come with the gateway, which is that's something extra as well to be able to talk to your network and to your app. I think this is great. I think it beats having that little thermometer with the blue line and the red line. Where you just
back in the day.
You're looking at it going like, what is this exactly? I think it's 35, 37.
I love being able to have the numbers like clear in your face. And you can also get a 2-pack, and maybe you're saying to yourself, why do I have a 2-pack? Well, maybe you also have like a hot tub, and you want to just kind of keep track of both of them. You can get yourself a deal by getting that 2-pack.
Or you're really balling and you have 2 pools.
Maybe you have 2 pools. Yeah, I don't know. That's not us, but but if you have that hot tub, for sure. So this is really fantastic. And we are already on our very last product here, and we have the another leak detector. So this right here, this one is the 4-pack. It, of course, also comes with the gateway as well, and it looks very similar to the last one we talked about, except as far as Seb can remind me if I am wrong, but this one just has the little detection prongs on the bottom. Is that correct?
And the top as well. It does have at the top, but this one is made to basically sit down. So basically sit, and I'll show it.
Like lay flat?
Like lay flat, sit down.
Yeah.
It literally, because you can see the prongs, and I'm going to go a little closer. There you go. You can see perfectly the prongs here. So those are metal prongs, and it's got little feet, little rubber feet, because if you're laying it flat like this, I'm going to go like this, laying it flat, you've got literally maybe under 2 millimeters, maybe 1 millimeter of off the ground. So if it gets wet, if there's water that touches that, it will sound the alarm and give you the alerts and give you all that good stuff, right? Which is a great thing. If it gets water on the top, on the surface, so if there's like a sprinkling effect or action there, it will also sound the alarm. Do we want to sound the alarm?
We should sound the alarm.
We should sound the alarm.
We should sound the alarm,
Isn't that
definitely.
a song? Yeah.
I think that is for sure a song. But yeah, so again, same thing like all of GoveeLife's products. You do have the app, so the app will tell you, because again, sounding the alarm is great, but what if you're not home? You're not there to hear the alarm. So this way you can, through the app, you'll get the alerts. As we've mentioned before, you can also set up like email alerts. You can add as many emails as you want. So let's say, you're on vacation, your neighbors are taking care of your house. You can make sure that they're receiving those alerts and it's not just you. So obviously you'll get that alert, and so will the neighbors, so they can come over and check out what is going on.
All right, let's try.
Yeah, so please be warned, this is going to be loud. I'm just going to kind of
So
block my
you
ears.
do have a button right on the front here. There is a button. That button is basically will be to set the gateway, to recognize the gateway. There's also, if I want to quickly turn off the alarm, but I'm just going to put it down there. There we go. There you go. It's loud. It's over 100 decibels. It works extremely well. I mean, as it should, obviously. It does have the batteries under, basically, screws. So batteries will be changed right there. But my thing is, yeah, like you said, the alarm is, to me, the alarm is secondary. For me, it's the fact that it's connected to your network, that it will alert you anywhere you are. You don't have to be in your house. You can be at work, on vacation. You will be sound. You'll know exactly what it is, and that's the thing too. Is with a 4-pack, you can name them on your app. I can literally say kitchen sink, bathroom sink, guest bedroom, whatever, pool room, and know exactly what alarm is going off. Oh, that one. Then I can tell whoever's going to take care of my house where to go and where to fix it, right? So that's a really cool thing.
Yeah, and so this right here is, as I said, the 4-pack. It does come with the gateway. It is normally $89.99, and it is 33% off, making this $59.98. And there is also, I think, another option here. Seb, it's another pack. What is this one? Oh, this is
Six
the
sensors.
6-pack. Yeah, exactly. So then that one as well, also normally $119, is now $79.99. So just depending, maybe you have, a larger space and you want to make sure you put them all over, which is really great. So having that option is fantastic. So yeah, that is it for us tonight. And honestly, if I've taken anything away from tonight, it's the fact that there are fantastic deals going on right now. Govee has like all of their stuff on Prime deal right now, and all of their stuff, as you saw firsthand here, is really, really fantastic. And the other thing is their app is just unbeatable. Like, their app is so fantastic. It does it all. Alerting, tracking.
There's some stuff that we learned for the first time, and we've been using the app. And that email thing, I learned yesterday. And I'm like, whoa, that's so cool.
Emails, that's amazing. Yeah, exactly. So there's always something new to learn. I feel like they're always just kind of, updating and, staying very relevant and with the time. So we are definitely big fans of that. So yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This was a really great stream. Thank you for smashing that like button. Hopefully we were able to give you all of the information that you needed. And yeah, we are hoping, in the future that we will be here again.
I was going to say, we hope that you found some great deals, but we know you found some great deals. So we hope you enjoy the rest of Prime. I'm going to call it Prime Week. There it is. Prime Week. And we'll hopefully see you very soon, whether it's on GoveeLife or on our own stream. And have a fantastic night. It is almost, it's bedtime.
It is bedtime.
It is bedtime.
Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Have an awesome night, and happy Prime.
Later.
Bye.
Govee, making life smarter.